Hey there everyone, hope you're doing well. Let's take a look at another setting up functions problem. This one involves a right circular cylinder, and it says with radius r and height h. Okay, it says the surface area of the cylinder, including the top and the bottom, is 450 square feet. And then what you would like to do is express the volume of the cylinder. So let's focus on what express modifies as a function of r. So if we're thinking about volume, first of all, the volume of a cylinder with radius r and height h is the area of a cross section times the height, because it's a constant cross section. So it's pi r squared h. Using our strategy from before, we wish to keep the variable r because of the way the problem's worded, and we want to replace the variable h. So what this would mean is that we have to find a way to relate r and h to each other so that ultimately we can solve for the variable we wish to replace, which is h. And then our plan will be to substitute h equals whatever we get into the volume formula. Okay, so that's our plan. Alright, so we're starting here, pi r squared h. We're going to relate r and h. Okay, so that oftentimes means we have to reread the question. And notice what you're given in the question is that the surface area, including the top and the bottom, is 450 square feet. So this 450 square feet would be the area of the bottom, which is a circle, plus the area of the top, which is also a circle, plus the area of the curved sides, which is basically a rectangular shape that you fold into a circular top. So the surface area of the curved sides would have these dimensions. This becomes the circumference of the circular top and bottom, right? And then that's the height. So your lateral surface area is what that's called. So this is the top, this is the bottom's area, and this is the area of the curved sides, also known as the lateral surface area. Okay, so hopefully you're with me so far. Now we can clean that up a little bit and get 450 equals 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. I mean, you certainly could reduce the numbers and divide by 2, but you don't have to. So if what we are really after is solving for h, notice that only one term contains an h. So the simplest thing for us to do would be to move everything that's not an h to one side, and then divide by the coefficient on h, which is essentially 2 pi r, and isolate h. Okay, and then once you've isolated h, go back to your volume formula, which was pi r squared h, and substitute h in. Now, how will you know if you solve for and substituted for the correct variable? Well, you read the problem again one more time, and you make sure that you notice that the variable that you want in the formula is r, and that's what we see. That's how you know that you finished it. Okay, so we won't even, in WebAssign, wouldn't have to simplify this, and really on your paper you don't have to simplify this if it's a quiz or test situation.